Hi, I'm Yurino from SASAL Inc. Today I will talk about a shrine in Japan. Let's get started! At first, I will talk about the road around the shrine. In case of Tokyo, so the shrine is located on the city sometimes, so it depends on the shrine types. So I would like to introduce the shrine in the city in Tokyo in this video. The shrine I will recommend in this video is non-familiar, so if you go to the shrine that is very famous, I recommend you the Zaifu Tenmangu in Fukuoka. This is shrine gate, it's called torii in Japanese, and you can ride an escalator inside of the steps. As a Japanese, I've never seen the escalator inside of the shrine, so probably it's very rare in Japan. Therefore, you can go temple very easily. When you ride the escalator, be careful about the side you ride because Tokyo is left side and that is different from the New York. And talking about Osaka in Japan, you need to ride the right side, so that's the same with New York City. So be careful about the side. And basically in the shrine you couldn't drink and smoking and no pets and no sitting. This culture is not only for shrine, so you can't eat the food and drink while the road. And this shrine is based on city, so you could see the towers around the shrine. But in the shrine there are so many greens. And this is a Japanese culture purification fountain. It's called chozuya in Japanese. And this is the temple of Japanese. Sometimes in the anniversary we will go to the shrine to celebrate the New Year. If you want to know about the culture of Japan, I'm surely recommend you to go to shrine because in the shrine there are so many culture of Japan. So once the time you go to the shrine, you could learn so many things from Japanese. So I will go to the other place. So in later with this video, I will introduce about a building around the shrine. This is government buildings in Japan. It's a national diet building in Japan, so that's the same with United States Capitol. I didn't take a video, however, around this building sometimes you could see the police officer. If you're interested in about American embassy, you could go there. Actually, I didn't take a video of them, but you could go there by working. And I will introduce about a station in Japan. Compared with New York City, the style of the station is very different. In United States, we call them subway. However, in case of Japan, we call them station. So that's the difference. And in the station, it's inside of the buildings, so you can buy something in the station that is very different from the United States. And actually, if you want to take a restroom, you could go there by station. And when you pass through the ticket game, in case of United States, we could use a credit card. However, in case of Japan, you need to register the card only for the train or buy the ticket because we can't use a credit card on the station. When you elect to buy the ticket from the station, so you can buy the ticket machine, you could see right side. And you could choose the English from the panel, so you don't need to care about the language. And Japanese train wage is very cheap compared with New York. Probably it's start from the $1, so you don't need to pay attention about the money, I think so. And in the station you could see the panel kinds of like this. So in this panel you could learn about the Japanese business culture. So when you're interested in the business, so you need to see the business panel. And I know vending machine is Japanese culture, so you can buy something like the ice cream and drink from the vending machine. As an extra information, I will introduce about dog culture in Japan. And dog culture is very different compared with United States because as a first information, so we can buy dog from the pet shop. However, in case of New York City, buying the dog from the pet shop is not allowed because of the law. To protect the life of the dog, so we couldn't buy the dog from the pet shop in New York. That's the difference between Japan and United States. And there are no culture of dog bedding. The things I was very surprised of the United States, so we can see the dogs from everywhere because in case of Japan we can't bring the dogs or in the train directly. When we hidden the dog inside of the bag, we can bring them. However, in case of Japan, we can bring the station basically, and buildings also, and food shops also. And that's the difference between United States and Japan. And talking about residence, when you will buy the dog, options of the residence will be narrowing. So that's the difference between United States and Japan. So in case of United States, taking care of dogs is very common. However, in case of Japan, taking care of dogs is uncommon. Talking about the office, I saw dogs in New York's WeWork. However, in case of Japan, so the system is allowed. However, I've never seen the dogs in WeWork. I felt as a culture aspect, New York is very kind to dogs, and in case of Japan, it's difficult to say. By the way, compared with the United States, especially New York City, I think there are so many parks in Japan. However, if you want to sit down anywhere, you couldn't sit down on side of the road because there are no seat and no free space. So if you want to sit down, you need to find a park or cafe. And talking about the garbage box, in case of New York, you could find the garbage box around there everywhere. However, in case of Japan, if you want to throw away the garbage, you need to bring back them to your home because there are no garbage box on the road. However, if you want to drink something, you could find the vending machine in everywhere, so you can drink water as soon as you want to drink. And if you want to eat the food, you can buy them in convenience store. You can find a convenience store in everywhere. But if you want to eat and drink, you need to sit down as a mall of Japanese. So that's the information of Japanese. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Did you enjoy that? If you enjoyed this video, I was very glad, and when you have questions or further recommendation of video, please feel free to comment on this YouTube channel. I will read everything and I will answer everything for you. So thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.